Live from Nashville, Tennessee. This is your, nope, I haven't started the webinar yet either. All practice. Here we go. Live from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. This is your motivational, sensational, inspirational, educational, aspirational, international, keenly awaited, daily created, highly anticipated edition of the afternoon swing trading floor with your humble host, Jeremy Alexander Newsom, with another daily dose of mentally delicious brain food, reminding each of you to love life, live life, and trade it. Folks and friends from around the world, welcome to a very, very special edition of Monday. I'm actually in the room with two amazing human beings and two real life traders. We have one of the greatest chiropractors in the entire North America right here, Mr. Kristen Kidgel. So if you ever want to work with Miss Kristen, make sure you reach out to her in Slack. This is how you get at her right here. So you just type in KRS, scroll down, get that beautiful one, RL right there. So absolutely amazing, incredible, phenomenal. So she's here. And then also got Puddin' Sprinkles, AKA Richie Sal. So both of them are here live in the flesh, hanging out and just loving part of the real life free week team. It's been a really, really wonderful, wonderful event. And we've got all kinds of stocks to look at. I will keep it to a nice, crisp, clean hour. So we got 58 minutes left. So make sure that you take notes. It's going to be epic. Eric says free week, but I'm going to sign up again. I like it. Excited to trade with you again, Eric. It's going to be amazing. Chris McCoy, welcome. All right, squad. Well, let's get started. So first and foremost, what I'm going to share with you all is this SPY upper shadow is not accurate. Now, I know you're like, well, how do you tell? Unfortunately, the only way to tell is to zoom into an intraday time frame. So what I'm going to do is just pop in here to the hourly chart, and you guys see how there's no real upper shadow. So yeah, I do agree that it's a little annoying that that upper shadow is there, and hopefully that gets fixed. But what I'm going to do in the meantime is a quick little thing that I learned. I'm just going to block that out and draw a little white thing over it so I no longer see that wick. Boom. Next level ingenuity. So that is what the SPY really looks like today. And what's super cool, you'll see this purple line on the chart that says target. The reason I drew that is because there's a little moving average here that I don't think we've ever hit before. This is the 50 EMA. And what you'll notice is on the 50 EMA, we have bounced, and that has acted as a very, very nice support 2 or 3 separate times. So if I were to draw really quick what that looks like, here is an example of that drawing. So if we have the 50 EMA, boom, boom, bang, bang town, what's up? I'm your mom, and there you go. So they're at the 50 EMA, numerous times we bounced off of that. Will we bounce off that again? I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But what I can say is if we do, and we start taking out this volume, don't be incredibly bearish long term. But realistically, my most recent expectations, we trade up into here. We roll over a little bit. So we do one of these guys, we trade up, roll down a little bit more, and then go a little bit higher. I think that makes the most sense just because we haven't hit the 100 since Richie was almost a millionaire back in October. So it's been a while, you know, and it's been a while since we've hit that. So it actually makes a lot of sense for us to maybe peel up a little bit and then go a little bit lower. So long story short, make sure you are very comfortable going both long and short. Make sure you're comfortable day trading. Make sure you know a lot about option sales. Make sure you're very, very comfortable with all kinds of different approaches and tool sets and skill sets, because we will be ensuring that everyone here has adequate and sufficient knowledge of as much as possible this week. But of course, as you all know, this is the free week. So just ask questions. This will be in YouTube. This will be everywhere you want it to be. And we are more than happy, more than thrilled, and very, very excited to just make sure that you know all of what's going on. All right, sweet. So this is the SPY. Here's the Qs. So the Qs, again, very, very small gap down. Today is Monday, unless I'm mistaken. And since we do have this gap down on a Monday, if we go to a weekly chart, so if I go to a weekly chart, you'll see that this is a gap down on a weekly time frame. So what I'm assuming is we're probably going to fill the gap and again, trade down a little bit lower and then go higher. Either way, longer term trend is still bullish. I'm definitely not saying that we're going to go to zero. I don't think we're going to go to zero. This could be an amazing spot for some longer term additions to some positions as we get lower. But, you know, we will see. My girl Corinne says, how can I get information on trading the TSX? Just ask for a stock on the TSX and I'll be thrilled to look it up for you. No worries at all. In fact, I forget what the Toronto Stock Exchange, I think, is it really just TSX? Oh, there you go. That easy. So here's the daily chart on the Toronto Stock Exchange, and it looks exactly like the US market. One small detail change. Monthly chart, right? You've been making higher lows since 2008. So, you know, the US had a little bit of a bigger dip in 09. Canada is strong. That's a beautiful, beautiful looking chart. It looks so clean. I mean, whatever dip gets, however big we dip, that'll get bought up. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous trend. Very nice movement. And I know Richie just saw this. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. So TSX Corinne looks nice. Matt says, I just finished the call with Ezekiel. I love it, Matt. Apologies for not being there, but I hope Ezekiel is doing amazing. I love that dude. He is next level. Fantastic. All right, cool. Here is the Dow Jones, and the Dow Jones was down a lot this morning, mostly because Boeing was really selling off. This ginormous upper shadow, again, not entirely accurate. You know, on the 5 minute, it looks like it is. 1 minute, it's probably there on a 1 minute. Yeah. So this huge spike. It's just unrealistic to think that the stock actually went up that high. This is a little bit of a false data that happens every now and then. It's a little bit more on the rare side. All I can say is apologies for it happening. I'm not in control of it, but it happens. So what we're going to do, other than just blot it out if we can we blot it out? Make it bigger. No? No? All right, let's try again. Can I draw a straight line on a trackpad? Oh, there we go. Am I an artist or what? Oh my goodness. What? Oh man. Nope. All right. That wick just stays there forever, I guess. Well, here's what I got. The good news is the 100 simple moving average acting as a little bit of a support on the Dow. Keep in mind, and this is really one of my favorite, I really do like this charting software a lot, TrendSpider. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up some seasonality. This is the charting software that a lot of you got introduced to in the very beginning of RLT, the beginner's class. So I'm just going to pull up the Dow Jones really quick and just show you a quick seasonality. Super nifty. And again, you can kind of see that wick is in pretty much all charting softwares. So kind of a lame, but all right, here we go. So we're going to come over to sidebar. We're going to go to add remove widgets, add new widget here. I'm going to click on seasonality. All right, so we got some seasonality done. And over the last 24 years, you'll notice that the Dow Jones is down 48% of the time in September, which makes it its second pretty small month relative to June. So since July is pretty big, which we're in now, August is even lower and September is even lower. And then obviously you have the Santa rally of October, November, December, 3 of the most bullish months along with April. So my expectation, again, this is over the last 24 years on the Dow Jones. I think we could chop around and trade sideways for most of August and September as we slowly peel down. That would make the most sense because we are a very high team. We're really high. So anyway, buy low, sell high. I don't have any massive positions on the Dow Jones ETF. Looking at buying as low as I can, selling as high as I can. Let's go look at some individual stocks. Type in a 1 if you all are ready. Where's all the ones? Oh, snap. There we go. All the ones coming in. I like it. All right, let's get started. First that was requested today was Lakeland Industries, AKA a mask play. So I don't know exactly why we bounced so hard today. I don't know if there's any news of any particular shutdowns or whatever opening back up. But what I can say is we did get a nice little bullish move so far. This is the weekly chart right here. Last week, you had an inside candle on Lakeland Industries. So we have an inside candle last week. The last week we had an inside day candle as well. Inside week candle. So we have two inside weeks back to back. So here they are right there. And here's the monthly chart. So monthly chart, slow trend going higher. I actually remember trading this one back in 2014. This was Ebola, in case you guys are wondering. Let me draw with a pin that actually shows up now. So this little spike right there, that was the Ebola scare. And people soon and quickly realized that masks don't stop Ebola. So it went down after it went up a lot, and then it traded sideways forever, and then perfect time for COVID. So that was really it on Lakeland Industries, but we have popped today. Now the 100, 200 simple is going to be a little bit of resistance, but look at the volume and look at this volume. We closed above some shorts. We took out some resistance. If I were personally playing Lakeland, I would watch it pretty closely tomorrow for a bullish move, maybe a gap out of here or a pullback. So I do have the opportunity and privilege of day trading with you guys live in the trading rooms today. Although I was there today trading AMD and Peloton, a lot of you guys, I'll be there on the mic tomorrow. So anyway, Lakeland, let's keep an eye on it. It could be a really nice dip buying opportunity, and we will see what it does. Next on the list, Wynn Resorts, WYNN. And Wynn looks like the Bears have been winning on this one for a little bit. So Wynn pulling down some, and what I'm expecting to do right now is probably to start chilling out. Here's the weekly chart. And what you'll notice on the weekly, I love pulling up the weekly long-term moving averages just to see what it's doing. Team, this is as flat as a pancake. Literally, it looks like a Texas rattlesnake got run over by a ginormous truck and then ate a pancake. Really, really flat. So that tells me to don't be aggressive on a breakout, AKA don't buy it, short it low or buy it high on a breakout. Instead, you want to buy as low as you can and short it as high as you can. So since we're sideways, this is going to be, in my opinion, a little bit of a level of support. So if I scoot this line up, $100, pretty much right on the nose. That was almost the exact low of the day. If we take out this candle and close below this candle between now and earnings, I would assume that Wynn makes it down to 87. And this is the weekly chart. Weekly chart, again, you can see the 100 simple acting as a resistance. Still got this unfilled gap from Biden's whatever back in early November, Biden's election, Biden's, whatever you want to say, it gapped up over that weekend. Big open gap. And on the monthly chart, ooh, long-term averages still acting as a resistance. If you adjust it for dividends, because Wynn does pay a pretty nice dividend, 88.32 is the new 200 SMA on a monthly. Long story short, buy as low as you can, sell as high as you can, be very sideways to non-directional with it. I don't love it down here, but I could easily see it trading a little bit higher because it is at a nice support. Arthur Pierce says, what's up, Jeremy? It's been a while. Great to hear your voice. Good to read your text, my man. Thank you for being here as well. All right, Tesla, ticker symbol TSL. Everyone knows the ticker for Tesla. This thing did gap down and was trading really sideways for the first 30 or 40 minutes or so. I forget the trader's name. I think it was Ezra or Erez. There it is. Erez. Am I saying that right? Probably not. Am I getting close? I am saying it right. Oh, thanks. I'm going to call you E-Money, though. It's going to be easier for me. No, I'm just kidding. All right, Erez. So here's what we got. I'm going to walk you through kind of the analysis that we were doing today. Obviously, I couldn't do this on the mic. And I think you played this really, really well. But I was very patient on it because when you have that much bearish momentum, it's better to wait rather than be super, super aggressive. So team, for those who are watching, I'm going to go down into a daily time frame. But remember, swing traders can still be day traders. Day traders can still be swing traders. It's always good if you love the charts. In fact, type of 4 if you're addicted to this stuff. I expect 125 4s. If you're addicted to this stuff like I am, what you really need to practice is just being able to zoom in and zoom out of different time frames, get an idea of the sentiment, because that sentiment will allow you to take different trades, different strategies on different time zones, okay? More tools in the tool belt is the way that you build a house. So we have bear candle, bear candle, bear candle, bear candle, 4 bear candles in a row, and big gap down. So all of those bears are going to do what to lock in profits? You guys want to take a stab in the dark? Buy. That's right. That is how bear traders lock in profits. So they buy. Got it. So all that buying is going to cause some bouncing potentially. Now, number two, the one small factor was the 200 was at 638. So we were below the 200 for the majority of the morning. What I'm going to now do is zoom in and kind of show you where we got that signal to go long intraday. And I kind of show what that looks like. But before I do, earnings on Tesla are just a few weeks away. And I do think they're going to be pretty good. I think they're going to beat earnings. I think Tesla gaps up small, fades back down, and trades sideways again. That's what I think. Now, I will, over earnings, get into what's called bear put spreads, which is a debit spread, so that I don't have to spend that much money for it. Because if Tesla opens below 618 on earnings, it's going to hit 540 before August 1st. It's going to get absolutely cheese shredded. I don't want that to happen. I don't think that's going to happen, but we should have some type of insurance, some type of protection just in case. I'm willing to lose 2 R's on some bear put spreads into August just in case it gaps down. If it doesn't gap down, it's worth insuring my position because, again, the weekly chart is just really, it's riding the struggle bus. We've been trading sideways really since February. So yeah, a gap down, trend is still bearish. All kinds of things could happen. So anyway, if you don't know what a bear put spread is, you can learn it for free in the real life trading advanced classes. Perez says, are we not in a weak wave 4 on a weekly chart? I do think we are in a wave 4. That is correct. But there's one small challenge with wave 4s. They can last a very, very long time. Very long time. It can do this, before going higher. So we could be in this for another year or two. But overall trend is bullish. Yes, overall trend is bullish. The predominant direction you should be focusing on is bullish. But that doesn't mean that you can't have some protection just in case we gap down. So what I'm going to do now is zoom into a 5-minute chart, team, and I'll show you where the tide turns on Tesla. There were 2 signals. And by the way, let me give a shout out to Zach Jansen. Look at Zach snagging himself 1.15 R's on Tesla. I'm going to zoom into this chart really quick. Check out this bad boy. So Zach played this one bullish. And here's what he was doing. So the stock went up, went up, went up, went up. It came down, AKA S curve, and he wanted that thing to bounce like this and hit his target. That was his play. So his entry was here, stop was there, and he moved the stop up there so that he could lock in a profit, and he got trailed out. And then, of course, that's when it bounced, by the way. That's when it bounced. But, hey, man, great try. You still made 1.15 R's. Wonderful stuff. I love that setup, and thank you for sharing your trade with us, man. So now I'm going to zoom back in, and this is where things get a little tipsy. So type in a 7 if you would agree. For all intents and purposes, this is a pretty strong bear candle. I mean, team, like imagine this on a daily chart. The reason, again, I'm zooming into smaller time frames, all of its analysis works on every time frame. All this stuff is fractal. So this thing looks ultra bearish. Ultra bearish. Strong close, consolidation, volume, all the things. So at this point, you'd be bearish. You could be buying puts. You could say to yourself, okay, I think it's going to go lower. Got it. And would you be wrong? No. Right? Nice bearish candle. Looks like it's going to go lower. A doji. I like to doji. Next candle. Oh. That's a Morningstar reversal. Strong Morningstar reversal. Very strong. Perez says, the only thing is 4 red days. I think that made the change. I agree. So here's another good bullish candle, increasing volume. And then inside bullish candle, last hope for the bears. This is it. If you're a bear, there's 0 reason for it to close above there. 0. That is like a 10 out of 10 evening star reversal. You'll notice that it happened right at this resistance. And my friends, this is what I think when I'm day trading and swing trading. If I'm a bear on a setups, I go, okay, this is what I want it to do, and this is what I don't want it to do. There's no reason for it to close above here. If it closes above here, not only is the bear trade not going to work, but you should be looking for a bull trade. And if you are a bull, wait for a close above there, like that. Look at this hammer. Look at that. Look at, whoa, would you look at that?
Just look at it.
What? Look at it. Look at that. So next candle, bam, Bangtown. That's when you're getting in, right there. Also, I think Richie sees this too, but it looks like a double bottom.
Mm-hmm.
It's an ugly one, but it's there. Double bottom, neckline close. So you're either playing the next pullback, which is that candle. So you got filled on that candle. Would you look at that? Or you got filled there. Either way, you have to be in on those candles, and then poof. So great trade, awesome stuff. Well done. Eric says that is a Chris Hemsworth hammer. Bro, that is your boy Thor all day long. Great day trade. Well done for anyone who played Tesla bullish and or just simply didn't play it bearish. I'm keeping an eye on earnings though, because if we open below 620, goodbye. Apple. Now, Ben, let me see if Ben is here. I know my buddy Benjamin Epps has some shares or two of Apple. He's not here live. And Ben is in some really, really nice hedges. And again, I'm sorry to, cover this multiple times. Rich, is this the easiest sell in the world?
Sell?
So if you're profitable?
Oh, absolutely.
Why?
Look at the run up.
Why is this the easiest sell in the world if you're profitable?
Your wave count for one. Look how far you've run up.
Okay.
What
else?
New high, and then it's pulling back off the new high.
Yeah. So there's your new high, right? New all-time high. By the way, this is the last previous all-time high. This is the last previous all-time high. Apple loves to do this. What? It loves to make higher highs and then pull back to a lower level where it's lower than it was before, and you can buy it down low and then you sell it when it makes a new high again. Unbelievable. There's no way that works, except all the time. Erez says, question, if we have a gap up tomorrow on Tesla above Friday's high, would you consider that bullish? Friday's high. Friday's here. If we open above there, I would consider it bullish, but I would buy the dip because today is a huge buying candle. So we gapped up there. I'd probably look for a short or buy the dip off the 200, which is 638. Done and done. So anyway, Apple, all I got to say on this one, team, is really, really nice sell spot. Great location. Here's the previous old resistance, new support. That's where Apple's probably going to pull back to and rest. If you have shares, you're in some covered calls, collars, or something where you're locking in profits and being smart. Earnings, a week or so away. Buy low, sell high. Apple's going to have great earnings. If it gaps down, buy it. If it gaps up, fade it. That's pretty much it.
Do you think it fills that gap before earnings?
Which
From
one?
Today's?
Ooh.
That'd be a great short opportunity.
I think you're right. I think it does. I think we feel this week. Yep. Buyers are still very strong out there. NCTY taken to the absolute woodshed. This thing is getting murder housed. We had a swing trade on it back over here. We took this right up, we took this right up for some R's. It came back down. We tried it again, and that one did not work. So NCTY just getting straight up sloshed. So I don't know what's going to help that one other than maybe reverse split. Maybe it bounces off of this support. This thing is, what's that word I'm looking for, Rich?
Ugly. Both.
Painful and ugly. That's the two other pros there in the room with me. That's what they were saying. Painful and ugly.
Opposite of good.
Opposite of good. It looks like me in the third grade. All right, here's Square. So talk about Chris Hemsworth, your boy, Himmy McRimmy. That is a hammer off of the 100. Very clean setup on Square. So if you're playing a dip buying opportunity, beautiful. It's a very, very nice hammer. You could probably set up a stop limit right above there and have your stop loss below this hammer. Now, that's one way to play it. Another way to play it, I know Josh, who's in one of my mentorship groups, he's doing some bull put spreads down here and or some put sales that expire before earnings. James says, what about buying a leap on Square? Leaps are very good in stocks that are in an uptrend and stocks that you know exactly how they make money. Square fits both of those criteria. It is a little sideways, James, but if you are buying a long-term option, I do like the fact that you'd be buying a leap. I do like the location. I like the area. I like the timing, and I like the candle. So, yeah. I also like that you're having it plural leap rather than leaps because I like to buy, if it came down to 200, I'd probably try to buy another one. 200 as in the price of the share. Here's the weekly chart. And yeah, it's had a beautiful, beautiful run up. The only small concern I have on Square, there's only one concern. This looks a lot like this. So could we begin to start trading sideways for a little bit? Maybe, right? Maybe. So that's why if you do have a leap, I would set up a stop loss below the low of today. Diego says leaps in the money or a bit out of the money. A bit out of the money for me, generally how I play them. So
looks a ton like Amazon did in the last 6 months.
It does, Rich. You're absolutely right. It looks a lot like Amazon. We're gonna look at Amazon too. We'll be able to compare these. I'll scoot Amazon up. But yeah, there's a lot of similarities. Stephen Wong says, would you buy on a pullback or a breakout? I would day trade the breakout for a quick 0.6, 0.7, and then buy a pullback to the 100 and go from there. Because again, the reason I'm not going to be super, super aggressive on Square, even though it's not part of the broader market is still very, very high. As in last week, it was at all-time highs. So that's why I'm not going to go super aggressive on any particular position. Now, like Richie mentioned, Amazon does look similar to what Square was looking at, right? So you can see huge, gorgeous run up in 2020 because of COVID. And then we started trading sideways realistically for a year, right? We just broke out, made an all-time high. And it would have been so cool to know that Amazon was going to pull back. That would have been like the funnest thing ever if you could have thought to yourself back on, I don't know, July 6th, this looks like potentially it's going to retest. If we could have known that, that just would have been so helpful. It would have been very, very nice to know that you'd like to wait for some type of dip. So with this dip, if you were looking at buying Amazon, this is probably when. If you're buying a retest of this old resistance, new support, hashtag, we can go back down to 3366.43. That is very, very possible. Obviously, you can retest that far. So again, I don't know if it will or not, just simply saying it could. My overall anticipation on Amazon is that eventually, obviously, it's going to go higher. But expectations for me are be patient, buy a share or two. And if you want to trade Amazon into earnings, be in small share size. Again, literally just a few shares, because a few shares on Amazon can add up very quickly. And I think it's a smart idea to be in some shares of Amazon long term. Like, why would you not? It's Amazon. But you don't have to be super, super aggressive. I know a trader who literally buys and sells one single share of Amazon at a time and has made thousands of dollars in the last few months. They don't have a huge account, but they've taken $12,000 and with $12,000 has made $4,000 every 3 or 4 months, which has paid off their credit cards and done all kinds of cool stuff. Kind of cool, right? Can you look at plug tomorrow? I can. I'll put plug on the list for tomorrow. Yep. Remember, team, this game is about longevity. It's not about making as much money as you can, as quickly as you can. Obviously, everyone wants to make money trading. We get that. The point is, it takes time. It takes longer than you want. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, everything takes longer than you want. It's perfectly normal and human nature to want $1 million by Tuesday. So enjoy the process, fall in love with it, Get a passion for the process and the results will follow. 3D printing, Yawnville. 3D printing is the president of Yawnville. I still have zero idea why it ran up in January and February. No clue. Couldn't tell you, but it did. It ran up really, really quick. That was super fun for anyone who was in it, not me, because apparently I am a terrible trader. Missed all of that. And then it's been doing this for a while. Ugly, sideways, hard to get a good pulse on it. I would wait. Yeah. If you offered me burritos for life and I can't gain any weight to set up a trade on it, I would do an iron condor, bear call spread, bull put spread, and that'd be about it. Is this a double bottom neckline retest? Maybe. It's a stretch. It's a stretch. It doesn't look deplorable. I just don't have any positions in it. I think there's better trends out there. All right, cool. Visa. Now Visa, talk about just a steady trend. Look at this beautiful one. I don't remember if anyone here went through my beginner's class or not, but this is one of the stocks that I looked at in the beginner's class. And when I looked at it, it was back here at 152. So again, if you have some traders who just bought some shares of Visa a year ago when we're taking that class or any time in between, it was truly, literally, mathematically, and numerically at all-time highs yesterday. And yesterday is Friday in stock world because I hate weekends. So anyway, that's Visa, all-time high on Friday. It's pulling back. Buy the dip. If I was a dip buyer on Visa, I'd probably buy it around 234. That's it. Maxar. All right, Maxar Technologies. Kind of a cool pullback on Maxar today. So this one on a weekly chart, still looking a little fragile. If I'm to draw a trend, this is, oh, I still got it on white. Fuchsia. That's a good fuchsia. Is that fuchsia? Sure. What would you call that? Tangerine?
Looks a little red.
Yeah.
Maybe a little.
Just a red line?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. I found a red line. All right. So we have lower high from the all-time high IPO. January, we got a lower high, and then we have some lower highs here. So that's a little tiny bit of a concern. Now, can we be buying Maxar down here? Yes, we can. This would probably be a little bit of a longer term. My assumption would be this would be a little bit of a longer term purchase. So if I was playing it down here on Maxar, oh boy, oh gosh. Can you guys hear me? Testing. Okay, sorry. Anyway, you guys didn't miss anything. All I was saying is on Maxar, if you wanted to buy small size down here to kind of like start pyramiding in, this could be the second of your pyramids on Maxar. This could be like pyramid number 2. Pyramid number 3 could be at 27.46. And then the next pyramid could be at 25. That's one way to play it, and probably the best way to play it, in my personal opinion right now. If you want to take a quick swing trade up into the 200 because of this hammer and bear volume, especially if we get a gap up tomorrow, yes, you could run right up into the 200 and you could play it for a quick little swing-a-rooney. All right, cool. That's Maxar. Crocs, which are Kristen's favorite shoe. C-R-O, right? No? Oh my gosh.
Wrong person.
That's Richie's favorite. Oh my goodness. So if you want to see a stock that just epitomizes the fashion of America and how great we are as a country, this is it. This is it. This is all we got. The stock has gone from $9 to $120. You're welcome. You're welcome, America. And the cool part is I lived next to the guy who invented Crocs. True story. And his house has legit dinosaur statues all over his front yard. Now I can see why. He has all the money to go, sure, dinosaurs.
Let's
And
do it.
just put dinosaurs everywhere in front of his house. Weird stuff. I don't know what to do. I mean, there's no way I'm buying it up here. There's no way.
You sure?
Cabria says he's wearing some Crocs right now. Yes. I love it. Diana says, does the owner of Crocs have a place on Kauai also? Probably.
They were based out of Denver for a while, weren't they?
Yeah, maybe. Craig says, I want a lawn dino. Did you see that house, Craig? Do you remember when you came to my house? Do you remember the ginormous like T-Rex and all those things? Jill says, don't knock on Crocs. I'm wearing some too. Hey, I'm just happy for the guy who made them. This dude is just getting after it. All right, full disclosure, guys, I have no clue how to play this up here. I would be very, very cautious buying up here. Wait, probably wait.
At least the
Get a
100.
gap.
Yeah, probably wait. All right, next on the list is Pfizer. So if you're talking about blue chip of the blue chip, this is it. Pull up long-term moving averages on Pfizer, buy a lot of it, and sell it when you're profitable. That's pretty much how you play Pfizer. Like, I'm not, have you guys ever back traded Pfizer? It's pretty easy. Just kind of buy it and wait. Now, if you bought it in 1998, you had to wait a decade. So that would have sucked. If you turn it off, and if you turn the chart off non-adjusted for dividends, it's an entirely different chart. So this is what it looks like without the dividends turned on. It pays a really good dividend. So yeah, long story short, if I were buying Pfizer, I'd buy it off of the 100 on the non-adjusted for dividends chart at $38. That's pretty much it. Chris Metter says, what do you think about fuel cell? Let's put it on the list for tomorrow, boss sauce. Fuel cell, Tech Giant Tuesday, everyone's favorite day in the afternoon trading room. All right, got it. Next on the list is Spotifarino, ticker symbol SPOT, Spotify. So this was a little drawing that I did back on, what date did I start this? June 25th. So the Squigmaster thought it was going to trade up, trade down, trade up into the 100, fail, and then bounce, and then start grinding sideways. So if Mr. Squiggles is right, this should be the bottom of Spotify. This should be the low. Last time I said that, we bounced really strongly. So I'm going to put it on the list for tomorrow's day trading room. Fun fact, I've traded Spotify 8 times and I've only lost on it once. So talking about day trading. Okay, I'm gonna watch it tomorrow just to see if it gaps up or gaps down. I don't know. Here's the weekly chart. Now, here's the thing. That is a very nice head and shoulders pattern. I agree. And there's been a lot of them. There's been a lot of phenomenal, picture perfect textbook head and shoulders. And I'm gonna have to come up with a book in 3 or 4 years. It's gonna be called When Head and Shoulders Didn't Work in 2021, written by Jeremy Newsom and felt by Jeremy Newsom's portfolio. So these head and shoulders doesn't look like it's gonna play out and go down. We, of course, will see, but I don't think it will. So in essence, probably stays bullish. But again, if it pulls down to 200 by the dip, type in a 6 if you use Spotify. Sammy says Crocs and socks are the new sandals and socks. Ladies, look out. We got some guys wearing both Crocs and socks. Now, for those who are typing in a 6, you are welcome to be a owner and not just a consumer. So if you do pay for Spotify, I don't, I'm cheap. I use the fake version, free version. But if you do pay for it, buy 2 or 3 shares, let it go up a little bit, sell it, and make enough money so that you don't have to pay for it again. That's Spotify. Buy low, sell high. That's it. Pinterest. Woo, doggy. Pinterest.
Completed the ABC.
Oh, don't even get me started on that wave count. So I got to give credit where credit is due. My boy Richie over here absolutely nailed this wave count. And we've been working on it in one of our mentorship groups. Elliott Wave has been one of the things we've been focusing a lot on. But here goes the count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, A, B, C. And he came up with that wave count back in May, late May. So great job. Now, part of that wave count, in case you want to get really nerdy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that checked out, ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that checked out, ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nailed it. I mean, so good, so clean, so simple, just gorgeous. A thing of beauty. Absolute chart beauty.
Crikey.
Crikey, that's nice. So anyway, yeah, really good pullback today. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have an A, a little bit of a B, a little bit of a C. This should be the low, and so earnings, and then earnings can, you know, fluff it all up. So this is a good pullback level, though. I do like the pullback. Here is the old resistance, new support. This is a gap down, and this was an old, you know, support level 200. So we gapped down, got bought up. I did not day trade this one today. Erez says, I love your wave counts. I can watch them all day. Oh, yeah? I'll take you up on that. I'll be here all day, Wednesday, Tuesday, and Thursday. And
In that order.
next week, yeah, in that order. Wednesday now comes first. I'll take you up on that, brother. Let's see if you trade with me. If you trade with me all week and next week and the week after and the week after and become part of real life trading, man, there's some cool stuff that happens in this place. Really, really great things for the world, for ourselves, for our families. Okay, Pinterest, buy the dip. If you're playing it, keep in mind earnings is around the corner. That's all. Earnings can do anything. Here's the weekly chart. Now, a lot of people do use Pinterest. A lot of people like it. Chart looks pretty. Upwork rallied today up 4% after its god-awful day on July 14th. You guys all know that Upwork is one of my largest holdings, and I just didn't open up my broker on July 14th. So didn't really open my broker on that day, but I did get some I am fully back in on Upwork, fully in on Upwork. I did hedge, by the way. Thank you, Nitro. Nitro said this candle up big upper shadow with second biggest bullish volume buying at all-time highs could be a trap. And I said, okay, well, if we break below that candle, I'll do some hedging. So thanks for that, Nitro. I appreciate the heads up. Leah, who is better than me, she sold her Upwork. Where did she sell it? Would anyone like to guess? Let's just go back in time a little bit. Let's just take a quick gander. Okay, here's your daily chart. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Maybe there, all-time high, new all-time high. Is it a good spot to sell? It is, Jeremy. It's a great place to sell. Oh, man. Now, I did sell some calls. So let's not all laugh at myself and my stupidity. So I did sell some calls. I did buy some puts when we took out this candle. So I hedged a little bit, but I would have made a lot more money just selling all of my position here and then rebuying all of that winning down there. That would have been nice. That would have been nice. But I'm going to blame it on myself. Yeah, I'm going to blame it on myself. I'm going to take I'm going to take that one. So yeah, good pullback. So I am in full position on Upwork, and we'll just kind of see. I still like its overall strength. Every time the market's down, Upwork still has relative strength. I like that. This candle, this criteria matches everything that I normally trade when I'm trading. So I'm going to let Upwork do its thing for the next few weeks. Edward says, are we going to get back to 36? We could. I hope we don't.
I hope we get to the 200 at least.
Yeah, all I'm gonna say is we could, but I don't want us to. So
full position.
Let's find out. All right, Docusign. This is a gap that will never fill on Docusign right here, June 4th. And this gap is a thing of beauty. So good. That thing is gorgeous. Perfect gap, good volume, really, really just amazingly fantastic. In fact, it's so good, it literally should get a song played for its honor. What do you guys think?
Do it.
Time to do it? All right.
You gotta dance, so.
All right, let's do this. Oh. Feeling it.
I'm all about that gap, no quiero. I'm all about that gap,
like have to move when the song comes
You
on.
know I'm all about that gap.
It's so good.
No quiero. I'm all about that gap, no quiero. I'm all about that gap, no quiero. I'm all about that gap.
Boom. So good. There says energies are up. You know it. Come on. Rick Phillip is leaving. Rick's like, I'm out, dog. You're too weird for me. This is true. This is true, Rick. I'm not normal.
Mm-mm.
All right. Anyway, long story short, great gap, awesome open, solid earnings, just made a new all-time high. What? Oh my gosh, another new all-time high and then it sold off. That's so weird. So yeah, another all-time high on Docusign, a new all-time high at 295 and then just pulled back a little bit. So anyway, we will see what's up. Buy the dip, trend is bullish if you're in Docusign. And especially if you're a realtor and you use Docusign, you could at least be in 3 shares, right? Pay for your yearly subscription, you know? All right, here's RGR, Strum Ruger and Company. Hi man, get my Strum. Go get my Strum. All right, here's the weekly. All-time highs. Pullback needed. It's pulling. It did pull back. This looks viable. So if you like guns or if you have a Strum, buy the pullback, buy the dip, be an owner rather than just a consumer. Here's the monthly chart. Trend looks good. Again, previous all-time high. I'd be a buyer around 73. I don't have any position on this one. No shares, camping everything. But I do like the hammer. It's a little bit of a cute candle. If I had to guess, it probably does this and this because this is a pretty steep sell-off. So buy it a little bit lower. Amwell is up 6% today. So there you go. I have no idea what it can't be true. So I know a lot of traders are bag holding Amwell out there. Now it just needs to go up 75% more and you guys will be break even. This is good. This is great. So AMWL, it kicked one last time. We'll see what it does, but don't add to your bag just because of this candle, unless, and I have obviously done this before, if we get a little bit of a pullback here, maybe you have to buy, I don't know, 3,000 shares. And if it pops back up to here and you can sell it, you can get out for a profit, you can do that. I've done that obviously in the past, back over here. So if you have to buy a lot to DCA down and then get out for even the slightest of profits, it could be a possibility. Otherwise, again, this really should be the bottom. It should start basing here and it should start doing its thing. Ed says, are you out? I am out of Amwell. Yes, personally. I'm out of Amwell. I wrote up this guy right here. Looked like an interesting flag. We closed above all this bear volume. So I was planning on going long. One white soldier, Morningstar reversal, upper shadow. So I said, if we take out both those upper shadows, 1242, I would get in. Added to my shares, hammer candle, looks good. Added to my shares, held, hammer candle, inside candle, got ready to add, added, and then got out that day right there. So that was my exit. And yeah, had to add a few shares, a share or two, but that's one way to get out, especially if the stock is cheap. Now I didn't sell the high though. I could have made another R if I had got out the open on June 9th, but yeah, what are you gonna do? Anyway, American Well, next on the list, AMC. It's gonna hit the 100 simple moving average before August. So AMC, diamond hands have turned into cubic zirconium. It's looking rough. Yeah, team, just don't be long this thing. Don't be a gorilla. All right, broke out support, close below this candle. It's retesting. It's below all the averages. By the way, type in a 3 if you've gone to an AMC in the last year. I'll wait. We got 4 people who are lying for some reason. I'm just kidding. If you've gone to an AMC, it's okay. I still love you. You can still be my friend. I haven't seen any AMCs open.
Not me.
There in my town.
Max says sign mark is CNK. The AMCs are open over there?
Yeah, they've been open.
Oh, wow. I haven't had any AMCs open anywhere around Nashville. Justin says, I went to Regal today for the first time since COVID. Love being self-employed. That's right, brother. Absolutely. Cabria says AMC is open in NYC. Wow.
Mm.
All right. Mr. Singh says Revamped is the one in Antioch, Tennessee. You're in Antioch, bro? Nice. All right. Cool. Yeah, well, if you join RLT, let me know after next week, and then maybe we can go out to lunch or something. I'm in Nashville, obviously. So yeah. Hit me up, man. All right, cool. Anyway, enough on AMC. Just buy it lower or short it higher. Palantir. So Palantir, you do have a bullish candle today. So now we have a new baby born 200 simple moving average, weighed 22 pounds, 75 ounces right there. Here's the thing to keep in mind. This is now going to be a resistance. So will Palantir do this? Probably. What's it going to do after that? No idea. Probably do this. I'm not sure. I haven't been a Palantir bull for a while. I do have some shares. I am break even on those shares. I had a few more. I did sell a covered call up here. It wasn't special, nothing cool. Should have done a full on epic collar. Didn't. This is really stupid of me not to have done that. I mean, okay, here's the reason I didn't. I'm only in 300 shares. It's not a huge position. But look at this really steep trend. What do you guys think? Is that sustainable? In a month and a half, I'm talking to myself, by the way, on this one. It went up 57% Newsome in a month. Look at this trend. Oh. Whoa. So I don't know why I didn't collar right there. Richie, was there another previous resistance that could have told me that was going to sell off there, or no?
The blue line.
Oh, this one right there,
Yeah.
or that one maybe.
I'm
Potentially
assuming
this
that
one,
blue
that
line
one,
was
this
there
one,
before
this
it hit
one,
there,
that
too.
one, that one. It was. It's been there the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's been there for months. I don't know why I didn't get to a collar there. I guess because I'm just not a good trader. But that's what I should have done, especially when this that came in. Yeah. Now I did miss this as a day trade. So let's just really quick. We got 7 minutes, plenty of time, an abundance of time. Imagine this: you're in this trade. Bear, 4 bears in a row, bullish inside candle at the 100, breaking the trend line at a resistance. What would you consider Palantir to be, bullish or bearish, if it gaps down and opened here the next day? What do you guys think? Because again, when you go back in hindsight, this is how we learn. We analyze charts, we do all the things, we practice the candles, we practice the sentiment, we practice the location, we try to get an analysis of what people are thinking and why. And if you're wondering, if you're brand new here, if you're like, does Newsome always do this? Yeah, this is pretty much how every trading room goes. Every afternoon is very similar to this. I try to teach so that I can learn myself, right? We can always learn. I'm always learning. All right, so next candle. Boom. Bangtown. I mean, what a good open. Blew right through the 100 simple. Again, you could have day traded it if you wanted to. It took out that 100 with ease. Would that close, Arez? It's even easier to be bearish. And then it retested the 100 just in case you love money and rolled over. So that was the last few days that we've had on Palantir. Anyway, that's really it. So this is a support level. I'll draw a little line in here. And there's some level here. And if it well, takes out this candle. It's going to go down to 17 again. All right. I had Laurel Space and Communications. I had this one requested. 200 simple is at 31.50. Weekly chart. It's below the 100 and 200s. In between those, monthly chart, it's sideways. If you bought it at this exact price in 2006, it's still here. So that means it's very, very sideways, and it's kind of hanging out, doing its thing. 200 simple, out of support. I would get into something non-directional if it even has options. It doesn't look like it even has it with that kind of low volume. So I'd probably just look to buy it down here on a really, really quick swing trade. Maybe like a buy, sell, lock in $2 or $3 a share. Mr. Pierce, I'll be able to put down the list for tomorrow. If you want me to look at your GE trade, I can look at that tomorrow. All right, we got 3 left, Mongo, Virgin, and NVIDIA. So Mongo database, 100, 200, acting as a beautiful support level. This one absolutely looks like a very crystal clear 1, 2, 3, 4. Old resistance, new support, be more bullish than bearish. This is a strong name, strong stock, strong fundamentals, strong trend. Weekly chart is a double bottom on a weekly. Yeah, nice trend and is beautiful. So if you're playing a buy the dip strategy, or for those of you who might be using the automated Momo strategy, if you're not, that's okay. But if you are using the Momo strategy, we're going to talk more about that this week. But you'll notice that Momo is currently short. And if it flips to long, that would be a buy signal, because there are some traders who have a automated trading platform that they have to do absolute jack squadoosh to be in. Mongo went long back on June 4th, sold for a 28% win, got long again, lost for a 4% loss, and that was it. 2 trades, both automatic, both placed through a robot, and you're up 24% since June. Sound good? All right. So back to the daily. Mac says, do you like the pinching moving averages on Momo? I think so. So the answer is yes. And I think they're going to act as a good support. So, all right. Virgin Galactic. So if you're playing Virgin Galactic, this thing has a very nice pullback. First and foremost, it had a measly 290% run up. By the way, Momo did catch almost all of that. Check this out. This was an automated trade, one of the best ones of the year. From here, went all the way up. That's 113%. And then this one, boom, captured another 35% on top. I like it. So here's the daily chart. And daily chart, long-term moving averages are right on top of each other. So if you're looking at buying Virgin Galactic, that's where I would. 100, 200, really, really good support right there on Virgin Galactic. Stop loss would be here, realistically. It really shouldn't go below here, in my opinion. If it does, I mean, well, they don't have any revenue at all. Like zero, according to everything that I've read. In fact, all of you have more money than this company has made. So yeah. So again, if it goes below the support, it'll go lower. It's done it in the past, and then we can buy it lower. But Virgin Galactic, I do like it. It could be a really cool play. I'll put it on the list again for tomorrow. And I'll also watch it for a weekly options newsletter, which again, all of you guys get access to tomorrow for the free week. And last but not least is NVIDIA, NVDA. Ooh, NVIDIA looking toasty. That split right around the corner. So in just a few hours, we're going to get a really nice updated 1-to-4 split of NVIDIA, which is so good. Expect a little bit of a retrace, a little bit of a pullback, consolidation, and then a higher move on NVIDIA. I like NVIDIA a lot. I'm a fan long-term. Love the overall trend. Love the overall direction. This was a stock in one of our setups that we won the most on back in May and June. This really made my Q2 of my year. Awesome trade on NVIDIA. Phenomenal run up. Just so brilliant and gorgeous. Good looking chart. And let's go to the 78-minute Momo. I don't think it's long yet. I don't believe. Probably not. Nope. It's going to be a while. So if you bought a dip, put your pinky toe in, still bull on the daily charts, and the split's going to be right around the corner. So After the split, I'll probably get into some bull put spread at the 100, 200 and go from there. Boom. Tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen, is Tech Giant Tuesday. What stocks do you guys want me looking at? I'm not going to be able to write them all down because there's a lot of you here and I won't be able to answer all the questions either. So I apologize. I will do my best. There is a lot of beautiful individuals here right now. So let's see what happens. Max says, what's the best trade? I really like Square. That hammer on Square looks amazing. Docusign also looks good on the pullback, and NVIDIA does as well. All right, sweet. Well, team, a lot of stocks to look at tomorrow. I'm going to be here, same time, same place. And until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. You are amazing. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.